Greetings and salutations to all you folks out there. I've got a team game for you today. Actually, just recently I casted this same map in the same situation as a strategic facepalm because there was some crazy stuff going on. Thankfully, this one is a slightly higher ranking level and hopefully will be a better game overall. I'm going to go ahead and introduce the teams and then we will jump straight into the action. On the northern side, we have a full run of the factions, Seraphim, Aeon, UEF, and Cybern. We have Mary Lynx, Varaxis, Automax, and Vichesis. On the southern side, we have Cybern. I am seeing a pattern here, and the players are Noon Ducky, Weed Whacker, Bronson, and last but certainly not least, Code Pants. Let's go ahead and jump into this and see where the action takes us. Right off the bat, we're seeing a lot of land factories going down. This map is decided entirely by land spam almost 100% of the time, and there is absolutely ludicrous amounts of reclaim all over the place. There's rocks everywhere. There's boulders in the center. There's 6 mass extractors per player, so really all you have is the 6 to worry about, and then you have to rely on reclaim to expand any further, and it is all 100% wide open, perfectly flat space. So yeah, land units or bust. And for that purpose, Cybern is actually one of the better ones, so I don't necessarily have a problem with going quadruple Cybern on this map. It does kind of limit your options, but I'm not entirely against it. Alright, picking a kind of questionable target. That bomber is going to go after a Tech 1 mass extractor, but it was the one that is getting upgraded, so that is actually going to do a fairly decent job of handicapping the eco for that player, because it is going to have to build the Tech 2 mass extractor and then also repair it for roughly equal cost to a new mass extractor. So yeah, really what should have been done right here is immediately Control K that repair, or not Control K, stop the upgrade, repair the Tech 1 mass extractor, then restart the upgrade. It would have been way less mass invested. Alright, beautiful overcharge from Varaxis. Is that a gun upgrade? No, it is not. Well, I have a hard time telling with Aeon. No, it is not. Alright, but he is diving in with the help of some tanks, and I hope not overextending, because we do have 2 players' units facing off against that commander, so he could easily get into a bit of trouble if he is not watching himself. I'm going to see these units move up. Some assistance coming down from Mary Lynx, and Mary Lynx is going to do a good job of harassing the base. I'm going to run past that ACU with all of these Mantis. He needs to kill that. That would be a beautiful kill right there, but it is not going to happen. Alright. Northern team is trying to chase down Code Pants. This is a mistake. When you do not have any chance of killing the enemy ACU, you are effectively throwing away mass by attacking the ACU. You should send your units around to attack the base instead. So basically you're going to use all your units facing a commander that you didn't kill and have done effectively no damage. Well, 2 mass extractors, but really not that much. Alright, on the northern side, Mary Lynx has successfully run over his immediate opponent's base with the help of Varaxis. Those guys are double teaming poor Noon Ducky, and Noon Ducky has lost his base. He's about to lose his last mass extractor if the opposing team wills it, and it may or may not. Weed Whacker does have the gun upgrade and is closing in on Varaxis. Varaxis is down. Chihuahuas, one has been eliminated. I don't think that that was worth killing off the majority of this base. It definitely was not worth it. Alright, that's going to leave some reclaim down here for Noon Ducky to take a hold of. Well, actually not that much, because the ACU nuke cleared most of it. So that base is up for grabs, and now there is reclaim to be had over here, and somebody can get those mass extractors. As long as they don't get overrun in the long term, that may actually work out to their benefit because of this reclaim. Alright, Mary Lynx is starting the gun upgrade right now as Weed Whacker is closing in on his base to return the favor that they gave to Code Pants. Not Code Pants. Code Pants is gray. That was Noon Ducky. Hiccup. Hopefully those do not stick. There is a significant swarm of Manti moving up to the north. Weed Whacker, what are you doing? Why? Why are you doing this? There is a veterancy, so I think you will be safe, but you should be running now. You should not face off against 30 Mantis at once. Your ACU cannot handle that. 1300 health, going to successfully tangle the enemy ACU temporarily, but the gun upgrade commander is going to chase it down. And boom goes the dynamite. Weed Whacker is down. Now this is a major problem for the Southern team because they're missing 2 player slots and they have 1 overextended ACU. That is not a good situation. Code Pants has snuck a couple of Mantis up around the backside. That's going to get an engineer kill or 2 and then immediately get shot down by some strikers. Vakisis is pushing downwards a little bit with his units. Automax has a gun commander on the front, and that is going to prevent the spread of these tanks towards the north. It is actually interesting that this this group of players has played like this. This is usually how you see 1300 pluses play. Well, there are a couple of those in here. Getting the spam up and running and then getting the gun upgrade on your ACU and playing aggressively is incredibly effective versus players, but most of the lower ranked individuals do not do this. They prefer the turtle method, as you saw in the strategic facepalm, because there was actually Tech 2 stationary artillery going down on this map, which is just unfathomable, but there it is. Alright, Noon Ducky is basically a one-man army at this point. He has no mass extractors. He's about to lose his last factories. All he has is his ACU, and his ACU is, I believe, completely unupgraded. So at the moment, he is basically a walking point defense and a minor deterrent against people intruding from the north. I guess that's kind of like the Great Wall of China. It does work for a short amount of time, but it is easily circumvented and eventually does fall down. And I think we're about to see a death. Not that it does a whole lot of damage to the Southern team because this guy's without a base already. And a vet is going to help a little bit. Slowly inching downwards and boom. All right. We are down to 2 players on the Southern team and 3 on the Northern team. Let's look at the mass income for a second here. Automax by far has the most mass income thanks to the double bases. And Marylinks is doing reasonably well on eco. Oh, that was reclaim. That was a reclaim bump. That's what that was. Vakisis is doing a pretty good job of keeping his eco up as well. All right, Code Pants and Bronson are pushing in on Vakisis, and I think they're actually going to get this kill, and they are going to maintain enough health to survive the nuke. The nuke is going to take out the gunships, and that's going to allow Code Pants to survive. That is brilliant. 2-on-1 commander kill. It is now 2 versus 2. The question is, can these guys come up with a defense strategy against these gunships in time to survive? These ACUs are looking fairly low on health. Thankfully, Automax is not paying attention to which ACU is actually the lowest on health, and he completely neglected to kill the gray player who would have actually been killable at that moment, and the damage from his nuke would have done a pretty good job of killing purple as well. There we go. Tech 2 mobile flak online. The banger is going to clear the skies, and that is going to be the salvation of the Southern team. Tech 2 gunships are now obsolete because mobile flak is on the field. As long as you keep your mobile flak alive, do not. No, it can't kill Mantis. Don't send it against a Tech 1 horde. There we go. Coming back to the south, and another flak, 2 flak actually, are online. That's going to protect the commander over there as well. Now we're seeing some nice spread of land units. Got a decent amount of spam up from the Southern team. It looks like they're getting back on their feet and into this game. Looking relatively even between the 2 teams, although Automax does still have an advantage in production and eco. He does have a Tech 2 air factory online. That is going to be a dangerous thing. I would be getting a shield over top of my commanders at this point and hiding underneath mobile flak so that hopefully you can survive the passes of Tech 2 bombers. It looks like Code Pants is making some interceptors, maybe enough to clear the skies of those couple of Tech 2 bombers. There's one over here as well. And Automax somehow ended up clear around on the left side of the map. Not sure how that happened or why that happened, but his ACU is actually exactly opposite of where he started. So lots of travel this time around. Let's go ahead and check the reclaim numbers really quick. Mary Lynx is at 83. We've got 12, 8, and that's all the people that are alive. You can see how much reclaim is on this map. There's still stuff that's unreclaimed, and most of these guys have a ton of mass in the bank. All right. Automax is moving forward. Looks like a double comm assault on Bronson's base. He has thrown up a Tech 1 point defense in an effort to prevent the ACU from moving in, but I don't think that's going to work out very well for him. CodePants is moving his units over to the left to assist. He does have a couple of Rhinos and a handful of Mantis, but I don't think it's going to be enough to deny these guys. Automax has a pretty dang strong commander, and Mary Lynx is at basically full health. Bronson is taking this on 2 versus 1, and I don't think there's any way that he can win it. Looks like CodePants is working on a Tech 2 power and TAC missile defense. He has fallen back on turtling, and for some reason these ACUs just are not pushing in. I don't know if they're not scouting or what the problem is, but they should know that they could easily completely eliminate this base if they just freaking pushed. A couple of overcharges on that point defense, and there's nothing else to stop them. All right, units moving in. They're going to make some progress. Mary Lynx has decided that building his mass extractors is a better idea than killing the other team. So there we sit. Point defense actually doing a wonderful job of ripping some health off of some units this game, mainly due to neglect from the other players. All it takes is an overcharge, folks. All it takes is an overcharge. All right, Tech 1 bombers moving in, trying to put some damage down on those units that are running around the base. There is now an absolute ton of reclaim right here. Beautiful wreck field. You can see all of the squished bugs there. All of the Mantis that have met their demise. The killing fields of Desert Arena. Alrighty. This is actually a nice grab from CodePants expanding into that base. The northern team has finally taken notice of it and is going to run over there and try to eliminate it. Unfortunately, there was no coordination of units at all, so that strategy is going to be a failure. Alright. I'm going to bump the speed back up for a second here. You know, as soon as I do that, that something is going to happen and I'm going to miss it, but I'm going to do it anyway. Alright, CodePants is trying to hold back this assault. He's got gunships on him. He's got Mantis on him, but he does have the help of a point defense and some mobile flak. So that is easily going to be cleared out. But now Bronson is caught out in the open. Interceptor's moving over there to try to take out those gunships. He needs to get some flak to himself. He does have a Tech 2 factory. He needs to take the time to build a couple of mobile flak because he needs that protection. Hoplites moving in. We've got Ilshavas over here for Automax. Bronson getting dangerously low, down to 2,200 health. In come the Tech 2 gunships, but there is so much mobile flak in the area that that's basically going to completely fail. CodePants picking up for his low health partner, edging the HP lower on Automax. Automax is now not looking very healthy. CodePants is going to overextend his commander to try to go after him. He is going to overcharge that group of Ilshis and survive it handily. Flak and interceptors coming in for a brilliant air battle directly over his head. And the southern team is barely going to hang on again. Alright, Cerberus turrets and Rhinos doing a pretty dang good job of holding back these forces. Those Vipers are really throwing a wrench in the works, though. They're slowly eliminating those Tech 1 point defense. And I'm actually impressed with the ability of the southern team to keep mobile flak on the field. That is a brilliant thing, something that a lot of people don't do and don't realize that they should do. Alright, production is looking very good for Mary Lynx. Mary Lynx now has the King of the Eco award. He is at 49 income and has a good amount of factories. pushing a continuous stream of spam down towards the south. Bronson has finally recovered some of his health, but unfortunately, he is about to get overrun again. He's got so many point defense going down. Tech 2 bombers coming in, eating away at it even more. And they're coming around for the second pass, and he is down. Bronson has been defeated. We are down to one player on the Southern team. Code Pants is the last alive, and he actually has a pretty good turtle base going. I don't think he'll be hard to kill, but he will be able to put up somewhat of a fight. We've basically got 4 ecos versus 1, because he did lose his expansion, and he is getting engineers out as quickly as he possibly can to reclaim. There he goes. Nice to see in this rank level. Very nice to see. I think as a whole, the FAF community has increased in skill. I think 1,000 players are probably a bit better than 1,000 players were a couple of years ago. Because I know a couple of years ago, from personal experience playing, there's a lot of things that the 1,000 to, I would say, 1,300 or 1,400 ranked players are doing now that they weren't way back then. I think this average skill level has increased substantially. And the top ranks, I think you would probably say the opposite. Probably due to lack of competitive play. A lot of the guys have either given up playing ladder or just gotten really rusty at it. So it's kind of an odd dynamic, but there it is. All right, Tech 3 land is on the field. We've got mobile SAMs. Those are going to easily knock those Tech 2 bombers out of the sky and just lay down the hurt on the air game. Tech 2 bomber coming in to try and wipe out these engineers. You can see bam, 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 few hits from that Tech 3 mobile anti-air, and those things are going to go down. Got Loyalists and Bricks on the field. As long as those are well microed and kited, they should be able to easily handle all of the spam that is coming in here. Once you get, I would say, 5 or 6 bricks concentrated into one spot, it's going to... I don't know that you could kill that group with Tech 1 land. They cannot get close enough, fast enough, in enough numbers to swarm the bricks, because the bricks are running away from the advancing Tech 1 army. They're going to be able to lay down so much damage so fast on the front ranks that they will basically eliminate all of the Tech 1 units before they reach firing range on the bricks. So, and we can actually see that at play here. Code Pants is doing a pretty good job of microing his bricks just out of reach of the Mantis. Those guys have gotten 16 and 11 kills, 12 kills. So very good job on that. Those bricks are definitely keeping up their end of the work. All right. Looks like we got T3 air upgrade going over there. T3 land upgrade going for Mary Lynx, and he is continuing to throw away vast amounts of Mantis. So many Mantis going down the drain. Alright, Tech 2 power is getting some shield coverage. Looks like we've only got one Tech 2 power. There's a pretty large T1 power grid down here, but not anything else besides that. And he's pushing 5 air factories on interceptor production. In a moment, though, that is going to be out of date because Tech 3 is about to hit the field. We have a Tech 3 HQ over there. The only thing left to do is actually build some units. Vakisa saying no more T1, and T1 is actually stopped. Good for Mary Lynx. He actually listened to his teammate. No more Tech 1 production. Let's take a peek at these bricks again. 36, 3, 20, and 30. That is insane. So many kills on that thing. Those things, I should say. Alright, Tech 3 land is online as well for Automax. Automax probably needs to rethink his priorities because he's stalling over 100 mass, well now 56, 88. Trying to build Tech 3 air and Tech 3 land at the same time is usually not a good idea when you're only pulling 90 mass or 76 mass income, my bad. Reading the score instead of the actual mass production. Those Tech 3 tanks are going to move south and immediately get massacred by those bricks. When you've got that many bricks and they have the superior firing range over the Awful Authams, You're just not going to win that situation. You really aren't. You might as well not even try. Get some sniper bots online, try to pick them off from a distance, yes. Get some gunships or some strat bombers and try to kill them from the air, yes. Directly engage a swarm of bricks with a swarm of Othams in fewer number, absolutely not. That is a waste of time and mass. All right, bricks are going to move forward a little bit. They need to be careful. They're about to get into range of an equal number of Othams, and the Othams do have roughly equal firepower to the bricks. They have a little less health, and they cost a little less, but they can kill a brick. Amazingly, though, no target prioritization, and all of those are going to live. That is insane. Gonna move into the back, wipe out all of the build power. Tech 1 point defense pounding away on these guys. There were 5 to start with, and is gonna live with 150 health. Still has all of his bricks. The point defense is down. 1 brick is going to go down. These need to focus fire the freaking ACU. At the rate that this is going, they could have killed the ACU already. No overcharge coming from Automax. I don't think he actually has a power storage. That is incredible. All right, Strat Bomber moving in to try and kill the bricks. Bricks are just rolling all of this stuff. Moving over into this other base. This is hilarious. All right, we've got bricks in the north, and now the spam is going to descend upon CodePants' base in a frenzy. Oh, man. CodePants is actually maintaining air control with interceptors. That is awesome. And the question is, can enough units come online in time for CodePants to deal with this influx of rhinos? Rhinos pack a pretty heavy wallop. He's got some loyalists online, but I don't know that he has enough. He's going to get swarmed here. Units are dropping steadily, and these bricks are still going. 74, 45, 57 kills. That is just ludicrous. He's got about 200 combined kills on these bricks. Holy kashmolis. All right. Trying to go after the ACU, and the ACU is going to survive. He's going to run back south towards his base. He's shedding some health, but I think he'll have enough left to finish it. Yes. Pulling a veterancy. Getting back behind his point defense that are going to clean this thing up. And the bricks are now trampling their 4th base. This is insane. There were 6 bricks at the start, and we're now at 4 bricks, and they are continuing to pillage the entire map. Mary Lynx has decided that it is time to suicide because he's sick of seeing all of the murder and mayhem and genocide committed by these bricks. That is quite the impressive thing. All right. Mary Lynx has been defeated through willing sacrifice of his power core, trying to deal some damage to that base. CodePants was completely unaffected, and for the most part, his base is fine. He has plenty left over to deal with Automax. Automax is going to build a power storage, some P-gens, and go in overcharging, trying to do as much damage as he can. Watching these 64, 67, 87, and 88. Almost to 400 kills just on his bricks. I have never seen the likes of this kind of brick massacre. I can't believe they killed off the power storage early for Automax. That is what got him, and he was just never able to kill those things off. Win for CodePants. Comeback. That was a clutch play. Coming back from 1 versus 2 down the entire game, and able, through a combination of luck, amassing Tech 3 units, and just sheer perseverance, he was able to kill off the entire enemy conglomeration of bases. So there you go, folks. That is why you don't give up when there is even a shadow of hope. I hope you enjoyed this game and these bricks. I still can't get over 77, 90, 72, and 91. A little over 300 kills with 4 bricks. Alrighty, folks. That's going to wrap it up for this game and for this cast. Please join me for the next one, and thanks as always for watching. We'll see you guys later.